Hi friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Missy. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 1.5. I have a 20-month-old toddler and I'm currently 5 months pregnant with my second. And my channel, I do just mom stuff, cooking, cleaning, some gardening, all that good stuff. And today this video is a collaboration with Fallon from Moss Family TV. She's doing fall food Fridays. So lots of awesome recipes for the fall to get you into the autumn mood, which is wonderful. I did a video, I'll link below, for apple cider donuts the last time. I didn't do last week because we were at the beach. So this week I am doing a recipe from my favorite. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I love Betty Crocker recipes. This one isn't in my binder, but I found it online and it's called roast pork with apples and sweet potatoes. And this uses a pork tenderloin. So I think I am going to follow the recipe exactly. Usually I don't, with the exception of I'm just going to do one pork tenderloin. And I do have a trick for pork tenderloins. I've tried so many different recipes in the oven, in the crock pot, in the Instant Pot, and they always get super dry. So I'm going to show you a trick that I do every single time so that your tenderloin does not get overcooked and is perfect. Let me swing around and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have some butter melting on the stove. My oven is at 425 and I'm going to get started on, first thing, my apples. So it says 2 medium red cooking apples sliced, and I'm going to go ahead and peel them. It doesn't say to do that. I just know that's what my family's going to want.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today.
Okay, so the recipe called for 2 medium apples, about 2 cups. So that ended up being about 3 apples for me. And I was using, what are these, Pink Lady apples. So I'm just gonna put that right in my 9x13 casserole dish. This is a Corelle, so it's not completely rectangle. And then I'm gonna put this in my compost. So I do have these 3 very adorable little sweet potatoes from my Misfit produce box this week. I'm gonna go ahead and use these up, and then I actually forgot I was doing this recipe earlier and processed all of my sweet potatoes by peeling them and chopping them up for my 20-month-old toddler is obsessed with sweet potatoes, and I just do them in little chunks and roast them. So the recipe does say to thinly slice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do these chunks. I think they should cook about the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these about the same size. And it says 2 medium sweet potatoes or about 2.5 cups. So I'm gonna go by the 2.5 cup mark.
I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and mix my sauce in this jug here. So it's a 1/4 cup of brown sugar or 4 tablespoons. I'm gonna go ahead and sear my pork in my cast iron. So I went ahead and just melted my butter in my cast iron. And I need 6 tablespoons of this. Actually, I take that back. I just need 4 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is gonna be for searing the pork in a minute. So then we're going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then half a teaspoon of black pepper. Just gonna give that a little mix with my spatula here. See, it's not too exciting, but that brown sugar is going to give such a nice fall scent and hopefully a nice little sauce in here maybe. So then I'm just going to add this to the apples and sweet potatoes, toss them up. Use a little toss in here. Next it says to seal tightly with aluminum foil. Okay, so this is gonna go in my 425 degree oven for about 20 minutes. I'm just gonna pause here because my son is up, so I need to get him all settled. Then I'm gonna come back down here and I'm gonna brown the tenderloin in that cast iron, which is that little bit of butter that's left over. But I said I did have a tip. So what I'm gonna do before I even start browning it in the cast iron is I have, this is so old, I don't even know where I got this, Kohl's maybe? I have this thermometer and this probe. So I'm gonna put the probe in the meat first, and then I can set on here what temperature I want it to be, and it will alert me when it's done. This is how I cook pork tenderloin. If I don't do it this way, I overcook it every single time. This is how I get foolproof, non-overcooked pork tenderloin. I highly recommend you get one of these. They were not very expensive, probably about $10, $10, $15. This one is Taylor. I'll see if I can find something like this on Amazon and I'll link it below. But like I said, I'm gonna insert the probe. I'm going to just brown it quickly in my cast iron once the veggies and fruit are done. We're gonna pull off the foil. We're gonna lay the browned pork tenderloin on top, put that back in the oven, and then I'm going to set a timer for 160 degrees, and it should take about 30 to 40 more minutes. And then once that's done, we'll pull it out and just let it rest for a couple minutes. I did go ahead and take out some dinner rolls, and I'm trying to think of what vegetable, if we're gonna do salad, or I might just do some frozen broccoli on the stove. We'll see, we'll see. So let me get Paul and then we'll do the next step.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should've told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed.
So that was really, really delicious. This is all we have left. There's like 5 slices of pork left and some veggies, but as you can see, there's not many veggies. So I am gonna keep this recipe. Even the sauce was really good. It's kind of like sugary and tangy, sweet and sour kind of sauce. Very delicious. But I made this with the recipes, apples and sweet potatoes, but just 1 tenderloin. That's exactly what I'll do next time. If I was to do 2 tenderloins, I would double the apples and sweet potatoes, because we kind of had it at a side. If you just want it over the pork, it was totally fine, but we like a lot of sweet potatoes and apples, so that's my only thing that I would change. Everything else was delicious. I'll leave the original recipe below and a link to Betty Crocker's website where you can print this off if you want to. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.